Are you ready to unlock over 10,000 cards in what could be Konami's greatest game ever released on any console ever? With possibly the exception of Metal Gear Solid, but we'll see. That's right, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Gotta read them all. Yeah, this game is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait for it. I'm your boy, the Minyon from AllCast Irish Gamers, and this is Master Duel. Look how fantastic it looks. I mean, the chaining, everything about it just looks class. It's really bringing Yu-Gi-Oh! Into the 2022 century, whatever that might be. But let's take a quick look at how it used to be. I mean, this is, Link Evolution. This was the pinnacle of dueling a few years ago. I mean, look at these graphics, the sounds, the animations. I mean, you can almost see the pixels. Look at that. Amazeballs. But look at it now. They are really just leaps and bounds over where they used to be. They're trying to make this game for older players that might have fallen out of touch with Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is going to bring them right back in. Everything about it just looks seamless, it looks class, even right down to the point where you summon Exodia and he just steps out and goes BOOM! And just obliterates the world. That's it, game over. Victory. Unfortunately, we still don't have a release date for the game, but they've been teasing us with these little videos once a week, just trying to show us little drips and drabs of what's going to be in the game, and every video I've seen just makes me want to play it even more. It might even drag me away from EDO Pro. It looks that good, and the fact you can play it on all consoles is going to be great. I'd love to see if you're able to play the same profile, so I could play it on my phone, or I could go and play it on the PlayStation and it's still the same profile, but we'll have to wait and see if that is the case. But that would be really cool. I'm looking forward to what they do there, but there's so many different options. First of all, we're going to go straight into the profile, so to speak. So you got your name, your level, your ID, so people can friend you if you've got friends. Have you got friends? I don't have any friends. But it's going to be cool. You've got your icon, your accolades, different things to make your profile stand out against everyone else's. And of course, if you're a returning player, you make sure to note that, so that the toxic community can go a little easier on you, which they never will. So pick your accolades well. Another great little feature is you can actually set your monster art. So if you wanted to play some mind games with your opponent, put a dragon in there and then end up playing like spellcasters or something, get those mind games in there early. Why not? But it's just, this game just looks so polished and refined. I mean, everything from the field to the card sleeves to the card rarities, it's all customizable, probably with microtransactions, but that's yet to be seen. But if it is, I don't mind, so long as you're not paying through the nose for cards and you can obtain points in the game. I'm okay with that. I'm down with that. I like these little stat things as well, telling you how many packs you've opened, how many duels you've had, standard duels, ranked duels, all that kind of stuff. You've got your ID number, your followers, people that are following you, so you will be able to build up a small bit of a community with people that you play against, if they're not trolling the crap out of you and you actually do want to play them again. So keep that in mind. But just the whole thing just looks so good. I mean, Konami really did look at all the other card games out there on the market and went, yeah, let's revamp this whole thing. Let's put Duel Links and Link Evolution on the back burner for now and really focus on just bringing it to the players, giving them something that stands out, makes it easy to play, easy to follow. New players, old players, competitive players, it's got something for everybody. Now, the next video that dropped was all about the solo mode. Now, I'm not really too big on the lore of cards. I know a lot of the hardcore fans would be, so it's definitely something I'd be looking to check out and see what I'm missing out on. Not really big into Monarchs either. I remember playing a couple of them back in the day, but I don't know about their background or the card history, so to speak. So that'll be a good thing for me to check out if I've got a spare hour, half hour, whatever. But you can just run through the tutorial. It'll bring new players into the game. It'll probably bring them in slowly so they get up to speed with the current meta and stuff, because the game has changed so much over the past few years that it kind of seems daunting for older players to step into it now, because they don't know their arse from their elbow, and it's hard to get a foothold in today's game. So as a way of bringing them in slowly and just breaking the ice, I think this would be good for them. And who knows, you might end up learning a thing or two. I know I could. I definitely think Konami are onto a winner here. If they play their cards right, no pun intended, they could draw back in a lot of the old guard that fell out of touch with Yu-Gi-Oh! In recent years. And they kept a lot of old features, like keeping the card text on the side of the screen. That's going to be a big one, because if your combo doesn't work out, you're your own worst enemy because you didn't read the goddamn card. Everyone makes mistakes, especially me, but you've no excuses. And what's good about this game is it will bring you in slowly. It will get you used to the cards. So if you make a mistake, it's on you. One thing I'm really concerned about though is the Forbidden List. The Forbidden List in Link Evolution didn't change. It was Mind Control at 2, Super Poly at 2, Tour Guide at 2 for Christ's sake, Allure of Darkness at 2. They had stuff like Red Eyes Darkness banned because it was pre-errata. That's going to need to change. What I'd like to see from this game is a rotating ban list. I want to see that change as the game, as the meta game and the real world changes. They got to change those ban lists, especially if they're going to be running with TCG and OCG. But the fact that everything in this is customizable as well, it's going to bring a different flavor to it. You've got your deck boxes, your card covers are changeable, the field you're playing on. The 3 main cards that you want for your deck, in case you're doing different variations of the same deck, which I will probably do. I'll have about 10 different Dark Magician decks, but you'll have your 3 main cards to differentiate and really highlight which deck it is so you don't get confused. I'm a little worried that you've only got 20 deck slots, so that's like almost half of what's in Link Evolution. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll just have to wait and see. Being able to find cards looks really handy. You'll be able to search for type, continuous trap. You'll be able to pick different ones. And whoa, is that Red Eyes Darkness at 2? Really? Well, that could be foreshadowing in the ban list coming up in a few days. We'll have to wait and see about that. But yeah, there's loads of cool features with the decks. You can go and check out other decks, get inspiration. Then you'll be able to find out what packs those cards are in. Add them to your wants list and stuff. So there's so much more effort put into this game than any other Yu-Gi-Oh game I've played from Konami. I'm really impressed with it. Oh, copying decks? That's plagiarism, man. You gotta watch out for that. I'm pretty sure that's illegal in most countries. The best feature I have seen so far is the how to obtain and the generate and the dismantle feature. So much better. If you don't want to go and grind and build up points and pay for packs and not get the cards you're looking for, when you just disassemble the cards you have and you get the card you want straight off. That's just ingenious. I know there was a feature in like Tag Force where you could just slam a load of cards into a machine and then you get like a randomly generated card back. But they've just taken that idea and they've just refined it. This is a really good idea from them. So there's so much to look forward to. I'm hoping there's going to be more dropping soon. I know that they're going to be talking about the shop and dueling in the next videos, so keep an eye on that. I'm going to have something about it next week. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been the Minyon, AllCast Irish Gamers. See you next time.